This is 7 National News and in our top story. As the Zika virus outbreak continues to spread, reaching 24 countries in the Americas as of the 27th of January, the World Health Organization's Eastern Mediterranean Regional Director has called on governments to work together to keep the region protected. Most people with the disease experienced mild fever, skin rash and conjunctivitis, also known as pink eye, for up to a week. But for the first time in conjunction with the recent outbreak, there has been a steep increase in births of babies with abnormally small heads and neurological syndromes. It is not yet proven with certainty that the virus is causing the birth defects, but evidence so far suggests strongly that there is a link and further investigations are underway. As no specific treatment or vaccine is currently available, the best form of prevention is protection against mosquito bites. To protect people living in the Eastern Mediterranean region, the World Health Organization is urging all countries to enhance surveillance for early detection of Zika virus infection, particularly among travelers returning from countries where the virus is currently circulating. People can protect themselves by using insect repellent and wear clothes that cover as much of the body as possible. At this point in time, World Health Organization does not recommend any restrictions on travel or trade, but this decision will be reviewed regularly. The Emirates Red Crescent has reinforced its humanitarian relief program to help Syrian refugees in Jordan face the extreme cold weather conditions by providing them with various winter essentials. The authority distributed blankets, winter clothes, heaters and food to refugees in different parts of the Mafraq Governorate northeast of the capital Amman in cooperation with a local humanitarian organization. UAE relief teams dispatch daily convoys equipped with essential supplies to various cities and refugee camps in Jordan as part of its efforts to provide those vulnerable with aid, including food, clothing and shelter. The UAE has become a global model in the fight against human trafficking with its support for international efforts and cooperation in the efforts to eradicate its practice. These statements were made by His Excellency Dr. Anwar Mohammed Gargash, the Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Minister of State for Federal National Council and Chairman of the National Committee to Combat Human Trafficking while addressing the 37th meeting of the National Committee to Combat Human Trafficking. His Excellency Dr. Gargash stated that the UAE has launched leading initiatives to rehabilitate victims of human trafficking and strengthen legislation to contain trafficking activities based on its commitment to ensure the safety and quality of life of every human being. During the meeting, the committee discussed notes received from the Dubai Foundation for Women and Children and IWA shelters for women and children on the implementation of a mechanism to identify potential victims of trafficking. It also reviewed an action plan to determine the decision-making authority and alternative homes in case the victim is a minor and has been trafficked by a family member. The General HQ of the Dubai Police and the Road and Transport Authority in Dubai has decided to raise the speed limit of the entire Suqeim Road from As-Sufuh Road to Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Road. This modification also covers a sector of Qudra Road from Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Road up to Emirates Road. The new speed limit will be increased to 90 km an hour from the current speed limit of 80 km an hour. The speed limit of the remaining part of Qudra Road from Emirates Road up to Say As-Salam roundabout will be raised to 100 km an hour from the existing speed limit of 90 km an hour. The decision as a whole shall take effect from the 6th of February this year. Dubai Municipality hopes to achieve a record for this year's car-free day by persuading more people to get to work without their vehicles. The municipality's Director General, His Excellency Hussein Nasser Luther, stated that the initiative aims to have 1,000 organizations take part in its 7th annual event on the 21st of February, which is more than 3 times the number involved last year. 300 organizations and 30,000 people last year used public transport on Car-Free Day, a huge amount of growth from the 2 companies that took part when the initiative was launched in 2010. Officials also added that over the past 6 years, Car-Free Days have saved an estimated 140 tons of carbon emissions and an estimated 147,000 litres of fuel. The municipality has set up a website for Car-Free Day at dm.gov.ae, where individuals and companies can register to take part. And finally, in the bulletin, Emirates Airlines has by far the best brand image in the UAE, according to research carried out by Dubai-based Integrated Communications Agency, IHC. According to the YouGov survey, over 1,000 UAE residents were asked which brands they feel have the best image in the country. 43% chose Emirates, with competitor Etihad Airways coming in second with 14% of the votes. Telecommunications provider Etisalat came in third with 10% of the vote, and online marketplaces Souq.com and Dubizzle tied with 8%. Emirates NBD topped the list of UAE banks with 7%. Consumer electronics retailer Sharaf DG came in seventh with 4% of the votes, and with 3%, budget carrier Fly Dubai pipped Air Arabia on 2%. UAE University was also the highest ranked educational institution with 2% of the votes. Commenting on the findings, IHC's managing director stated that Emirates is often lauded as the fastest growing airline in the world, and its rise to become one of the world's biggest carriers within 3 decades has happened in conjunction with its aggressive marketing campaigns and, in particular, phenomenal investment into sports sponsorship.